One of the great skills that we've got in Australia and New Zealand is our ability to be able to go and sell vendor paid marketing. And we are some of the best agents that I've ever seen around the world. And one of the key things you've got to have a quick look at is that whole idea around really anchoring. Let's say, for example, that I want to make $10,000 sound cheap. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the most expensive marketing campaign that we've ever done on the inside of our real estate business. And that might have been for a commercial property, a big site, some sort of massive home that you sold in your area. And so you've got to talk about that one. Mr. and Mrs. Owner, the most expensive campaign that we've ever conducted has actually been at $68,000. I won't be asking you to spend that tonight. The second law, when it comes to going to have a quick look at this anchoring, is to then say that ultimately what most people do is they spend somewhere between 0.5 and 1% of the property's value. So let's say, for example, that your property was $2 million. That would be somewhere between $10,000 to $20,000. So now all of a sudden I've mentioned $68,000. I've also mentioned $10,000 to $20,000. So now I'm going to go and show my marketing campaigns in three very separate lots. We've got our large campaign at 12.2. We've got our medium campaign at 11.1. And we've got our small campaign at 7.7. Mr. and Mrs. Owner, would it be okay if we ruled out the $68,000 campaign? Would it be okay if we ruled out the small because it doesn't have the video, doesn't have the social, doesn't have all of these things? Sure. So Mr. and Mrs. Owner, which one would you like to go with? Do you want to go with the large one or would you like to go with the medium one? Now the medium one also happens to be our most popular. Would it be okay if we did that for 11.1? No problem. So Mr. and Mrs. Owner, there are three different ways that you can pay. One is via credit card, freaking 5 points, have a holiday. The other is via electronic funds transfer. Or the next one after that is what we got to call buy now, pay later. And that's a really simple thing. We send you a quick little link from RealFlow. You click on it in under a couple of seconds. All of a sudden you can get approved and now you've got all of your vendor paid marketing paid for. Now just remember, my job is to try to get Hannah, Paul and Spencer through first, see what they have to say about the property. If they make a great offer, then we might not need to do anything when it comes to the marketing, except maybe take the photos. But it is really important that we make sure that we've got a proper campaign so it can force those buyers to ultimately pay more when it comes to that point inside of the transaction. And that's just some of the simple things that you can do when comparing and contrasting the different marketing campaigns that you've got available to your vendors to ultimately be able to assist them in selling their property for the most they can.